Hi everybody, Courage to Change, March 9th. I often struggle to know what is my will and what is God's. I feel serenity slipping from me while a war is waged within my mind and loud voices urge me to take one path or another. Doubt is an unavoidable companion of spiritual seeking. I don't have an instruction book, so I must continue to explore and challenge my perceptions. I know that when I feel desperate urge to act, it is usually my will that is pushing it. And when I feel a calm certainty, it is usually God's. But much of the time, I don't have such a clear indication. What then? Sometimes I wait for clarity or try to listen more closely for guidance. I may share my confusion and ask for the wisdom of others, or I may just make a choice, take an action, and see what happens. More will be revealed when the time is right. No matter what choice I make, since I have turned my will and my life over to the care of God, any choice I make can be used to carry out His will. Today's reminder. Today I'll remember that uncertainty is not a fault, but an opportunity. Everything I do and everything that crosses my path, people, situations, ideas, all have the potential to contribute to my growth and understanding. Just for today, I don't have to know what that contribution will be. Well, I love this reading. You know, my friend always says that it's all about experience. It's all for the experience, Karen. And I agree. And when they're talking about if I've turned my will and life over to the care of God, they're talking about that third step. So if you haven't done your steps, you might want to pursue that. But I like what it says about pausing. You know, I talked about that boot camp last weekend. Was just pause. You know, when I'm urgent, what's it say? When I feel a desperate urge to act, it's usually my will. But when I feel calm and certainty, it's usually God's will. So those exercises we did last weekend, for those of you that were there, about just pausing for a minute. Everything feels urgent with alcoholics and addicts. Just stop. Give it a second, right? Not everything needs an urgent reaction. Sometimes it just needs a thoughtful response. So give it a minute and you know, pray about it. Ask God to direct your thinking, right? I love that. And it's true. Since I've turned my will and life over to the care of God, I don't have anything to worry about. I might make a decision that doesn't go the way I thought, but it's all for the experience, right? And I know that God always has me right where I'm supposed to be at any time. I believe that, whether it's true or not. You know, it's like Schrodinger's cat, right? If you don't know what that is, Google it. But for me, it works. It works really well. So I like to pause. I like to take a minute. I don't like being rushed, right? I like to take a second, get off the stage, sit in the front row for a minute, watch the show, and then make a thoughtful decision. So I like the reading. I think it's perfect for a Saturday. I think it's perfect to detach from the crazy, urgent, desperate, right now of alcoholism. And in this moment right now, everything's fine, right? Everything's fine. So, and sometimes I found when I pause, the decisions just take care of themselves, right? Something happens and I don't even have to make a decision. So I love the reading today. It feels like a perfect meditation for today. Lots going on in my life, all over the place. And we just finished up a great week with the boot camp, and I'm really excited about that. So I'm feeling on a little bit of a spiritual high, you know, just feeling spiritually connected. And, you know, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. One of my very good friends told me one time, Karen, what's the worst that could happen? It already has. And I was like, oh, she's right. So that's it. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow.